Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce our next speaker, Master Atharva Mane from the Department of Civil Engineering, a dynamic individual who embodies strength, discipline and talent in every aspect of life. Being the section commander of Devgiri section at SPI, Atharva developed the ability to lead with confidence. His commitment to an active lifestyle has no bounds. He is a swift swimmer, a strong weightlifter, and also an athlete. He is a state-level kabaddi player. With every raid and tackle, he showcased sheer determination, strategy, and the spirit of a true warrior. In addition to this, he loves acting and mimicry. He has been impressing the audience and winning drama competition in both school and college. However, he has never been distracted by life's drama, remaining focused, steadfast and truly driven. A believer in Dharma, he reads Bhagavad Gita and lives by his wisdom to focus on actions rather than outcomes. He takes inspiration from the visionary leadership of Mr. Niranjan Hiranandani, transforming barren lands into world-class architectures. He strongly believes in following different paths to a goal and believes to grow in every step. Let's welcome Master Atharva Mane, whose radiant aura commands the stage with an unbreakable energy and presence. And his topic is Silhouette of the Visionary.
एक बात आप सब लोगों का फिर से याद दिलाई दूं। ये सिर्फ खेल नहीं जो मौज के लिए खेला जाता है, ये एक लड़ाई है जो हमका जीतनी है। हमारा मकसद सिर्फ एक है, लगान से मुक्ति। और आप मेरा साथ दें या ना दें, कचरा खेलेगा। This is one of my favorite moments in the movie Lagan, which posed as a turning point, not just in the game of cricket, but also in their lives. All because of their will, their quest to rise above limitations, above oppression, and most importantly, above injustice. Rising against injustice is in our blood. This spirit was ignited by visionary Rajmata Jizabai, having the courage to challenge the unjust rule of Mughals. She also had a vision for it. She instilled the principles of Swarajya in Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, shaping not just a leader, but a force that would change the destiny of our motherland. Her vision went from just a thought to the powerful legacy of Swarajya, which teaches us, Yad Bhavo Tad Bhavati. Our thoughts shape our lives, and with a clear vision, they can shape our world too. In which war do you think Jizao fought at the forefront? None, right? Yet she was a leader. But leader तो वही ना जो हमेशा आगे होते हैं. Again confusion. Okay, let us first see what you think. Many times we assume there is a specific position of a leader. Guess who is the leader in this picture? The one in front, or the one at last, or someone else in the pride? I think you have a lot of opinions. But what if I question all of these? What if staying in the front, a leader ends up like this? And I think the middle ground reflects confusion and a lack of vision. And what if at last? If a leader is at last, what if he himself is left out?
ताला मारे का कोई बात वाले को लगेगा कि बाहर कैसे से तो लगेगा कि हम लोग अंदर बैठे हैं फिर साथ मत कर बेटा अबे मेरे को तो अंदर लो अरे अरे बाबा ते मेरे ना कभी बाहर रह गया
Well, first or last, there are some who leave their mark regardless of their position. And I have someone in mind, a man who proved his mettle by taking 9 bullets in his abdomen and still fought, leading the Indian Army in the war of 1971. Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw, a man who knew and cared about his soldiers and was known to see the future. Why? Because his plans were so clear and strategic that everyone believed in him and followed him every time.
एक बात पूछूं, आपके स्पीच के बीच में पाकिस्तान के अटैक की खबर है, लेकिन आपके चेहरे पर शिकन तक नहीं पहुंची और आप अभी भी मुस्कुरा रही हैं।
सैम ने लिख के दिया था कि जंग कब शुरू होगी, आज रात।
याद रहे, पाकिस्तान को ये जंग हमेशा याद रखनी चाहिए। हम रहें या ना रहें, हमारी इस वर्दी का गौरव हमेशा रहेगा।
हम रहे या ना रहे, हमारी इस वर्दी का गौरव हमेशा रहेगा. Such a motivating speech, but he spoke with results, not only words, such that the soldiers won't think before laying their lives. And if the soldiers thought so, what about the officers? I remember the words of my director in the Services Preparatory Institute. He used to say, "My budding colonels, keep in mind, sacrifice is the true nature of an alpha. The honor of the country comes first. The comfort of your men comes next. And your own ease comes at last, always and every time." And it struck my mind. All these days, my perception of an alpha was simply someone dominant. Something like this. And it was shattered. I understood there are other aspects of a leader than just dominance. What about guidance? There are times of confusion and darkness when there is a need for someone to give direction. And true leaders come up at such times. Without assuming any position, they do the job of guiding, just as a lighthouse, which isn't visible at night, but its guiding light makes way for the ships. Then I thought, it can't be only about guidance. Sometimes a leader has to be a coach, sometimes a therapist, sometimes a shield. One can't be perfect at everything, yet, like an actor, they do their best in each role. And for that, you need to bond with your team. Now think of it. The person you consider the leader of your class is usually a jolly person and hardly your class topper. And it is backed by research. A study by Harvard Business Review found that 90% of all high-performing leaders have a higher emotional understanding than just intelligence. And I have the perfect story of understanding emotions and transforming them into a mission. I grow in Nashik, where the hills are high. Fresh fruits and organic juices, all I supply. Supporting farmers, I help them thrive. What am I? Keeping dreams alive. Yes? Exactly. Sahyadri Farms, the largest cooperative of farmers in India. But do you know about the one who started it all? Vilas Shinde. He had a fire in his heart to change the horizon of agriculture. and the lives of farmers. But getting people together was itself a challenge. So what did he do? He started by educating them about modern farming practices, making them believe that together they can revolutionize farming, and set off on the remarkable journey of Sahyadri Farms. But Sahyadri Farms is not just a story of leadership, it's a story of unity. Farmers who once faced losses came together and built something very powerful. Their success shows that when a group shares responsibility, the results are far greater. And this brings me to an important point. Leadership doesn't always mean one person holding power. Because when power is in one hands, it can often backfire, sometimes in the literal sense.
He recently hosted his own Olympic Games.
We have seen both dictatorships and democracies. Both have their strengths and their flaws. But more than the system is the values of the leader that truly matter. And these values have changed over time. So I want to redefine the future leader according to me. And it reminds me of a slogan. Wakanda forever! A king. Under whose leadership, Wakanda has developed futuristic weapons. But by his values, they still hold their spears strongly, showing that the root of advancement lies in culture. He sees the world as a single tribe and believes that in time of crisis, the wise build bridges, while the foolish build barriers. And I don't need to say out his name. He is Black Panther. Black Panther. Exactly. As you can see, I am not dead. He truly is a fighter. The one who returns back stronger after every defeat. And how a person acts in the face of failure defines a leader. Okay, we learned a lot about being a leader. But will these traits always stay relevant? In the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, change is the only constant reality. The world will keep changing. The challenges will look different. But in all these change, one thing must stay firm. Your purpose. And that brings me to a question. Do you want to be the fastest horse who runs wherever the world pulls him? Or do you choose to be the jockey, the one who doesn't chase speed, but controls it? The one who doesn't just ride with the bird, but guides it. And today, you get to decide. Will you be moved by the bird? Or will you be the one who moves it? Because daring to shape the path is how legacies begin. And for that, carve your path with a purpose. Invite others along. And just with that, you have started a legacy